I would like to take this time to acknowledge how Herod wasn't going to succeed in ruining God's plan for our salvation, even in spite of the lengths he was willing to go to in attempts to do so, which we of course identify with murdering younglings and killing infants, or so the story goes. Was this fuckery? Suppress your glory hole. Mary and Joseph were hiding baby Jesus. They kept him sheltered while the other babies got mistreated. They would have shrouded them as well. I know I'm a believer. Like having faith the day will come where folks will be Maheeners, sequestered by a sequence. The wheels were in motion. Mary and Joseph overtaken by emotion. Kept their baby hidden like he still hasn't existed. This was for an instant. He soon started his mission. You have to think the youngster that he was after the cradle must have been extremely comfortable with flipping over tables. Herod wasn't going to win. I feel him shivering. The thought he would result to death as your conflicted king. Again, I take it Herod was no king to Joe and Mary. They scared the couple for a stint, but it was momentary. Herod wasn't going to win. I feel him shivering. The thought he would result to death as your conflicted king. Yet I take it Herod was no king to Joe and Mary. They scared this couple for a stint, but it was momentary. Anne Frank can relate to children hiding for their lives. And if I may be blunt, perhaps Jesus helped her survive. Hitler was a lot like Herod when you think about it, when a leader becomes threatened by the fucking competition. I don't always rhyme, I focus more on substance. I'd rather skip a syllable than miss out on injustice. I like to think my poetry may impress Mother Mary. I like to think my slam may trigger Joseph to embrace me. When it comes to Anne Frank, a Jewish kid like Jesus, she stayed preoccupied and wouldn't think she was defeated. Jesus must have been the same, he had to take his aim, despite the fact that some of us get pleasure from his pain. Herod wasn't going to win, I feel him shivering. The thought he would result to death as your conflicted king. And yet I take it Herod was no king to Joe and Mary. They scared the couple for a stint, but it was momentary. Herod wasn't going to win, I feel him shivering. The thought he would result to death as your conflicted king. And yet I take it Herod was no king to Joe and Mary. They scared this couple for a stint, but it was momentary. The Son of God remained involved playing some hide and seek, because inside him he would ride the storm and never make a peep. As long as something threatened Father and his future plans, the Son of God was sturdier than the Hoover Dam. I feel a lot of love sometimes about the Son of God, like when I terrorize the scumbag who will bring child Microsoft. I open up the gateway like a stairway into heaven, when these precious munchkins tell me Devin Butler is a precious. Herod wasn't going to win.